Gidley. He is also a former principal deputy press secretary at the White House. Great to have you both here. I want to get to you, Hogan, first on the F-47 fighter jet. How necessary is this for the military, and where is this plane going to rank in terms of on the world stage in our military plans?
Well, look, listen to what the president said and what the secretary said. They need aircraft with more maneuverability, with more capabilities. And for too long, as we all know, there have been some boondoggles over at the Department of Defense where we're spending a lot of money for different things that never really come to fruition. This is an example of something that is clearly highly sought after by this administration, wanting to get these things on the books so that our military remains the most lethal fighting force on the planet, and that its focus goes away from all this woke nonsense and ideology to actual preparedness around the clock. Not that we're not there now, but it's clear Trump is making this step public so the world is on notice for how strong and how tough our military is and will be in the future.
Absolutely, Tom. He calls it the next generation of air dominance. It's going to serve as the quarterback to a fleet of future drone aircraft designed to penetrate the air defenses of China. You know, you look at China's military, and now we've got something that's going to be compatible, that's going to be able to get into China's airspace. I imagine it's going to be something that's going to be able to combat what they're offering. What's your takeaway from this today?
Well, look, I think one of the things the president is doing is demonstrating that you can make the government more efficient, you can bring innovation, you can inject innovation in a place like the Pentagon where I worked, and I can tell you it desperately needs somebody to come in there and to make it more efficient and to streamline things. But at the same time, you can continue to have air dominance, you can continue to ensure that our military has the best equipment possible, and with this, the president is in the same day. You have Elon Musk over there at the Pentagon talking about efficiency, making the building more efficient and more effective, and at the same time saying that we're going to make this historic investment in air superiority. And he's also saving Boeing, I think, in the process. Boeing has had a lot of problems, as we know, over the last number of years, and this investment is going to mean is going to be significant for Boeing and for the American workforce that works for that great American company.
That's a great point. Boeing has had a lot of problems lately, so maybe this will put them back up on the center stage. The president also touched on a lot of different things. In fact, he's still facing a lot of legal challenges here with his deportations. Here's what the judge, this is what Trump had to say about that. Watch. All right, well, we'll get to that soundbite in a minute, but I want to get to you, Hogan, on some of the legal action here that the administration is facing. You've got all of these members of TDA that have now been shipped out of the country. They're now in El Salvador in a mega prison. But now you've got a judge that's holding up this and saying, no, you can't do this. But, I mean, let's talk about the legal action here. They're defying the courts, but, I mean, if you look at the other side of it, these are criminals. These are people that broke into the country illegally and committed crimes, and they're gang members.
Yeah, here's all you need to know about this particular judge. If this judge allowed Joe Biden to let people into this country, illegally, by the way, against the law, then by his estimation, if a president can let people in, then a president could also be able to get people out. But this judge didn't say anything about Joe Biden flouting the law or letting people in this country because politically that aligns with where this judge is. Activist judges have been a problem for a long time in this country. It threatens equal rights. It threatens due process. It threatens the separation of powers and, of course, our Constitution as well. Donald Trump, by all estimations, well within his rights to get rid of violent gang members who aren't in this country legally at all, who commit crimes when they get here. We should be able to send them back to their country of origin. So this whole thing is ridiculous. And Democrats now are on the side of these illegal alien criminals who've done unspeakable acts to children, women, and other citizens in this country right now. It's a really dumb place for them to be politically and I think legally as well.